Take it.
Pussy.
I'm gonna take it. Push.
Guys, we invite you to take a seat.
Look how small you are, you little bitch.
Hey. You the one who was on the ground. I was standing on top of you.
And you're gonna be on the floor this time, ain't ya?
You ever heard of David and Goliath?
Yeah.
You know that story, what happened? It is gonna happen again.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't believe in all that. You don't believe in David and Goliath. Well, we'll see. You couldn't keep me down when I was fucked. When I was training like a dosser, you couldn't keep me down then. You definitely can't keep me down now.
I'm gonna show you.
I tell you that. And stop pushing forward.
I'm gonna show you better.
Guys, please take a seat. Let's start the news conference. Mike, be back.
Let me know. Across the room. Lights everywhere. We're gonna pop you like a balloon.
That's what I'm saying.
Your brain's smoking out to your neck. We'll see.
100%. Never been so sure of something in my life. You're getting it, pussy. You big dosser. You big dosser. You're getting it.
This could have been happening a long time ago, but somebody put on their running shoes. And they should have. They needed more warm-ups. They needed to get themselves convinced that they're their best when they know they're not. I can't wait. And don't he dare ever, he better not ever say he got me to big time boxing. Ever in this game, I'm going to slap him. Because
welcome to big time boxing. I'm waiting for the slap.
Everybody to big time boxing is me.
Let's give his opening statement.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you were strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that. I brought you to big time boxing. The last time you were here, what did you do? Who came up and showed and saw you? How many? 15 the first time, 35 the second time. When I came, how many showed up? Down there sold it out. This time around, I sold the pay-per-view too. And this time around, they here for me to see unfinished business.
All untrue. I was the man who beat Vladimir Klitschko and took over the division, not you.
That is fact.
And I brought you to big time boxing.
Tyson,
I give you your biggest payday you've ever had.
I'm talking big woman.
You was fighting in front of 100,000 people.
I'm talking big mama.
I
brought you back.
You know, you're a bum.
You was
Nobody even
strung out
knows
on
you're on
cocaine, bruh.
No one knows you.
You were big as a house,
thought you
bro.
could cherry pick me.
You were contemplating about killing yourself because you didn't want to live anymore.
And that's the man you wanted to take on, was it?
Bro,
the man who was going to kill himself.
I said, Fury, get your fat ass up.
An easy victory,
I said, you get in that
but
gym.
It didn't work out,
I said, I dare you to come back. I said, you won't come back. And what you did? Come on.
I come back and kicked your ass all over.
You heard me. You took my advice, didn't you?
Tyson, you want time for an opening comment, or would you like to just engage back?
He can't help himself because he knows it's something that's killing him inside.
Do you know what? He's talking nonsense.
You just want to engage in this?
You lie about everything. I tell the truth about everything. I said, you can never receive it, baby, this year. Be mine.
Go ahead. Take a minute for your opening comment, and then we will fully engage for an hour.
Maybe go ahead. The drugs got him lying so much.
Go ahead, Tyson.
But I revived him. He ain't had to go to rehab. I gave him. I rehabilitated him back. And here he is now, the second time around.
Are you finished?
No.
Keep going then. Continue. This is your 5 minutes of fame. Continue.
I'm still talking. And here we are now.
Try and speak a little bit more clearer because I can't understand the words you're saying.
I see you hitting you.
Are you done with your opening comment?
It's something hitting him in his heart, so I'm going to let him speak.
All right, Tyson, your opening comment, and then trust me, we will go back.
Shaking. I didn't hit a nerve. He just shaking on the table, boy.
You know, Deontay Wilder spouting a lot of rubbish. He gave me an opportunity, did he? I give him his biggest paydays of his whole life, got him a big contract with Showtime, brought him to the biggest stage in the world, being Las Vegas, and here he is, this is how he thanks me. He's got a whole lot of appreciation for someone who's fed him, looked after him, and put millions in his account. Very nice person, D. You know, you owe me everything. I brought you to this level. Welcome to big time boxing. It's his second fight on the top. He fought his #1 ranked opponent, Luis Ortiz, in his last fight. He'd done 300,000 buys. Against 300,000 buys in the biggest country in the world. I can fight a bum and do 1 million views at home, you know. So
well, you're not home.
Well, I am home because this is the home of the Gypsy King.
And guess how much did you do? How many did you do?
This is the home of the Gypsy King.
You fought here.
Home of the Gypsy King, Las Vegas.
You remember the time
the
you fought here?
entertainment capital of the world.
How many came and saw you?
With the biggest entertainer.
How many came and saw your talent?
It was full in here when I boxed.
It wasn't full. It was 1,500.
Full.
You gave away
Get the video back up and you'll see.
Last time was 3,500. You gave away the rest of the tickets.
Listen, you're just a club show fighter. I'm giving you the opportunity to defend your belt. But when I've took it off you and burst your bubble, just like the last British man, you know, came here, burst the bubble of an undefeated fighter, and then boom, they always get beat again.
See, they always want to take the credibility of when we invent something, they want to write their name on this shit. It's been through history and time, and here it is again, right before our very fucking eyes.
Damn right.
You want to take the credibility of something that you don't have no claim to name to. I brought you back. I gave you the biggest purse. Everything you say is what I've done to you. Just keep it real, bro. We fighters. It ain't no shame in our game.
There's no need to carry on talking bullshit. We're here to fight. Whether you're whatever you want to be, an actor or whatever. Listen, bring your A game on your acting night on Saturday night, and then I'll put you into permanent retirement. Don't worry about that.
The one that's gonna whoop your ass and put everything
like you did last time, yeah?
Rest, just like I did the last time.
Couldn't do it last time.
You still think? How many times you dreamt about the 12th round?
Never.
Because that's the only thing that y'all can promote. Hello? Can you talk? Cat got your tongue?
I'll tell you
Tissue in your mouth? Nervous energy that's been circulating throughout his camp. There's a lot of secrets that's been going on. There's a lot of things they've been covering up.
What do you want to share with us?
But, you know, I don't want to share nothing with you, you know. But I just want to let you know it's subliminal messages. This is what we've been getting for all these years. I'm giving you a subliminal message. Being a veteran in this sport, I understand, I know, I have a sixth sense. I know what nervous energy is and what it looks like and what it smells like. Pussy. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
And you believe that cut brings about that nervous energy?
Yeah, that's part of it. That's one thing part
Tyson,
of it.
He's
concerned about the cut.
How is the eye and how's the scar tissue? 47 stitches, plastic surgeon inside and out. How's it holding up?
Terrible. It come open 4 times in training camp. It's been coming open with little flicks. So he shouldn't have any problems opening up then, shouldn't he? The biggest puncher that's ever lived. The so-called biggest puncher that couldn't even keep a man down in the 12th round.
Yet
you big feather duster.
Comments that you want to taste blood. You've said this before and you've said it in the lead-up.
Does not bother me. I'm going to take him, I'm going to cut him and see how he feels like it. I'm going to see if he's going to get up off the floor. I don't think he's got the bottle, minerals, bollocks, whatever you want to call it. He ain't got it. He's an on-top fighter. He's a bully fighter. And when a bully gets bullied, he folds every single time. You know, I learned a lot of things. I learned that I can come here and crack the biggest country in the world and become a bigger star than their homegrown heavyweight. That's one thing I learned. I learned that I can unite 2 TV stations, ESPN Plus and Fox Pay-Per-View, and unite 2 of the biggest rival promoters in the world. Is there anything the Gypsy King can't do, including slap him in the mouth? Wilder, this is a big act for him. He's very nervous underneath. I can see his jumper going in and out with his heartbeat pounding out of his chest. Terrified.
You believe he's nervous right now sitting on stage with you?
He's nervous as hell. He don't know what to expect. He doesn't know what to expect, and he's getting knocked out.
Your job is to stand up, man. That's what you
knocked out.
Vegas, bro.
Knocked out.
When I knock you out, go do stand-up comedy, bro. You got a career in that. You got a career in that.
And when I knock you out, you're going to be doing nothing apart from begging me for a rematch.
Just do that. You got a British accent, and that's what they laugh. They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you because of your accent. You goofy. You a big mama. You know what I'm saying? You're a big goofy big mama.
You quite don't understand what you're saying because you speak English.
That's what
you little
doing.
bitch.
Exactly.
So you speak in English right now.
So you understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, you know the sayings. What's understood don't have to be explained because come February the 22nd. Your body gonna be laying right there. You know what else?
I'm gonna knock you spark out.
What else?
I can't wait to do it, honestly.
You know what else?
You're nothing but a big skinny little pussy, honestly. That's all you are.
Just sit down.
You ain't nothing.
Sit down.
You ain't scary. You're not terrifying. I don't look at you and see fear. I look at you and see a fucking pussy with a nose ring in. You little bitch.
Sit down. You're nervous.
Punch him all over the stage right now if I wanted to. And he couldn't do nothing about it.
Sit down.
Pick him and throw him across that room.
Sit down. You don't believe none of the words that you say. You can't punch. I don't know what you talking about, knocking somebody in the second round. You ain't never knocked nobody in no second round. You got pillows for fists. That's why I kept running through you. Because you can't punch.
But the thing that Wilder must be thinking is, I hit that guy with my best 2 punches I can ever throw in round 12, and he got up. What have I got to do to keep him down?
you solved the riddle a bit, and then you have been so openly talking about your strategy of I'm going to come in north towards 270 pounds, of I'm going to press the action and step to the puncher, which is so counterintuitive to everything we would know in the boxing intelligentsia of one of the best, most elusive big men stepping to the most destructive puncher the division's ever known. Why?
It's a bold move, that's for sure. But we fight fire with fire. And the confidence I take into this fight, what enables me to take confidence from going forward at him, is I've never lost a dogfight, ever. Even when I've got off the floor, even in round 12, when I went at him, aggressive, he was all over the show. He couldn't contain me. So if I do that from round 1, he's going to be gassing by round 5 and hanging on to for dear life, if he even gets that far.
You went viral. You had the till this day. You had the knockdowns. This is Black History Month. Are you looking to make a big moment in Black History come February 22nd?
Oh my God, they picked the wrong date. They picked the wrong month. I mean, they picked the wrong month for this fight to happen. And I've said that many times. And when I knock the Gypsy Queen out, we're gonna have a Black History trivia question. They're gonna be spread all over the world, and they're gonna be able to write it any type of way they want it.
Tyson, question for you. Do you think there's any chance that Deontay can win a decision against you in this fight? Because it was the only path to victory a knockout.
Sam Gordon.
You know, I'm not sure, but I'm not reading into all this this racial thing with a black man versus a white man on Black History Month. And you know, I will refuse to go into any sort of thing about it. You know, we are two human beings, two heavyweights on top of our game. This is not a racial war. This is two heavyweight boxers going toe to toe for all the jewels in heavyweight boxing. Nothing more, nothing less.
I wanted to get into fight strategy right away, but this took such a different turn today compared to the tone that we've seen in most of the promotion for this fight that I will start with simply asking you your reaction to what you've seen out of your two fighters here in the course of the past 45 minutes. Jay?
It's appalling. It's horrible. No, I'm kidding. It's fight week. It's fight week. This is what's supposed to happen. You know, it's one thing when it's 3 months out, 2 months out, but when it's the time, when it's that week, it's supposed to get like this. This is what happens when you have the two best heavyweights in the world, both undefeated, both highly motivated, both as competitive as two humans on earth can be. This is what happens. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Sugar?
Today you saw the mood swings. You saw all the hard work that these fighters have been putting into their training camps. You just saw a little glimpse of it on the stage here. The emotions are going up, emotions are going down. Emotions are going up, they're going back down. This is what big time boxing is. These two guys are professional, but they still have their emotions. They still have their, the chip on their shoulder. They both want that win. Both of these fighters are just, expressing themselves like they should.
Sugar, you're one of the biggest variables in this entire lead up to this fight because the news of Ben Davison being out, still a great relationship, it has been proven, your former trainer with you. But here we go, nearly a decade ago you came over stateside and you spent time in Detroit at the famed Kronk with the late, great Emmanuel Stewart, Sugar's uncle. And you formed a bond also with your cousin Andy Lee, who will be working the corner with Sugar Hill. Why the return to Kronk?
Because like I said many, many times in the build-up to this fight, what I did last time clearly wasn't good enough. So we had to change it up, and we're going to look for the knockout. And who better or what better club to go to than Kronk?
What do you feel like you delivered over the course of the last 8 weeks to Tyson, Sugar?
I feel like I delivered everything that he asked for. He wanted to be better technical. He wanted to be more aggressive. He wanted to be a big, tall, dominant heavyweight.
What was your reaction to the fact that this camp went in a different direction?
It surprised me because I think the world of Ben. I think Ben and Tyson have kind of been through hell and back together, and they were great for each other. It's almost, to use an English equivalent musically, you had Lennon and McCartney were fantastic separately, but together there was magic. And I think that Tyson and Ben had that kind of magic, probably still do on a personal level. Now Javon Sugar is training him, and he's a great trainer. So I expect the very best Tyson Fury, and that's what we're ready for, is the best Tyson Fury, because when Deontay wins this fight, I want Deontay to get the full credit for beating Fury at his absolute best. I don't want there to be any talk. I want both guys at their best, and I think that's what we got.
He's a big, strong heavyweight, and the weight's not going to hurt him. He still moves around just like a super middleweight. Still, has the ring IQ to set things up, and just adding some punching power to his arsenal. 270 pounds is not a problem.
But Jay, when you hear Tyson and Sugar Hill Stewart being so open and discussing, we're going to come in bigger, we're going to step to the WBC champ, what did you think?
I mean, whatever they do is what they do, and I think that if Tyson comes forward like he says he's going to, it's going to be lead to opportunities for Deontay, because we don't worry about weight regardless. With Deontay, we don't even use the scale at the gym. What he weighs is what he weighs. As long as he's training hard and eating well, which he's doing those things, what he weighs, he weighs. He's a freak of nature, and so what the other guy does is not that much of a concern from a strategy point, because Deontay's always the lighter guy. I mean, in all these 40-plus fights, he's probably been outweighed in all but 4 of them or so. So it's normal. He's fought guys 100-plus pounds heavier. It's never been an issue. In fact, it's usually advantageous.
What do you think you're going to weigh on Friday? What do you think you'll be on the scale on?
Well, I really don't know, but I've been waking up around by 2:30.
2:30?
You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably come in the high 220s.
If you guys are enjoying the content, please leave a like, subscribe, as it really does help the channel out. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video.